Hello, it's Victoria from Coastal Themes, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to create an animated text headline for your Framer website. So this is super easy, will take us under 10 minutes, and is simply just creating components, variants, and animating between them. It's that easy. So in this video I'm going to be working on our beautiful theme. This is our Newport theme. It is our very own Framer theme and available to purchase from the Framer Marketplace and also from coastalthemes.com. I will put a link in the description below. So let's jump into it. So you can see here I have my hero text, and in layers I've already created a component. So let's jump into that and just see what I've done so you can do the same thing. So I've got my hero title, which is a component, and in here I have my text and a bunch of white space below. So what we're actually going to do is duplicate this text, because this is where my animated text is going to be. So I'm going to wrap this text, which I've put here, in a stack and make sure that it's distributed okay. And then what I'm going to do is make this stack into a component. So I'm going to right click, create component, and call it animated text. So now this is the text we want to toggle between different titles and make it look like they're appearing from the bottom and kind of moving in sequence. So what we're going to do is let's title this and call it title 1 just to be easy. And then we'll duplicate that. Title 2, and we'll duplicate that, title 3, and you're probably thinking, where the hell are they going? Well, title 2 is hidden behind title 1, and title 3 is also hidden behind title 1. Right, so now we have our 3 titles. Let's just change the text quickly. So we want creative direction, or actually we'll make this creative decisions, creative direction, and digital services. So now we have our variant 1. You can see the frame is perfectly around creative decisions, which is our title 1. And we're going to make these two invisible later. So let's create our second variant. So this is the variant where art direction is in view. So make sure that everything is sitting in the frame correctly. Yep. I'll move it down 1. And then we'll make the final one, which is variant 3, where title 3 is in view. So because this is the last variant, when creative decision comes up again, we don't want it to float in somewhere from the top. We want it to look like it's pulling up from the bottom. So we are going to move title 1 below title 3. So now when we loop back to title 1, creative decisions will come up from the bottom. So the next thing we are going to do is animate between these. So we are going to click on this lightning strike, drag variant 1 to variant 2, on appear, and make the delay 1.5. We can always change this. And then variant 2 to variant 3, we'll do the same thing. And then variant 3 to variant 1, we are going to drag all the way here, and we'll do the same thing. And then let's go look at how this is looking. We're going to see a lot of overlapping and things messing up, so that is normal, because we haven't hidden any of the text yet. So you can see all the text is moving around. The right text is showing in the text box. We just need to hide all the text around it. So let's go back and I'll show you how to hide the text. So come into our animated text component. And what we're going to do is the text that isn't in view. So title 1 is in view, title 2 and title 3 are not. So we are going to make those visibility 0. And then you can see that kind of toggles the rest of them to be visible and invisible. So we need to put them back on. In this one, creative decisions and digital services are 0. And then in this one, title 3 will be visible, and title 1 and title 2 are invisible. So now let's go back and test that again. Now it's just kind of toggling. I want them to float in from the bottom. So how can we do that? Let's go back into our component once again. And what we're going to do is title 2, which is visibility to 0, we want to make visible, but make the opacity 0. We're going to have to fix that again here. And then title 3, we want to do the same thing. Visible, yes, but opacity 0. And then finally, title 1, visible, yes, opacity 0. So now, if we go back to our home, we can see we have this kind of fade-in effect from the bottom. And if we watch it a few times, we can see if there's any issues. So I can see on the final frame on digital services, there's like a weird opacity animation happening. So that is because in here, title 2, which is above it, needs to be set to visibility none. And that is so that instead of it fading away at the top, it just disappears. The only thing that is fading in is the text that's coming from below. So let's test that again. There we go. Perfect. And that is it, under 10 minutes, to create a nice kind of fading, fade up text animation headline. So what you can now do with this is take this component, this really simple component with 3 variants, and all the titles visible in each one at different opacity and different visibility. And you can nest that frame within a line of text, or you can have it on its own line like we've done here. So let's watch it one more time. Perfect. And if you have any questions about this, or you want us to cover a different text animation, feel free to drop a comment below and we will get back to you as soon as possible. But that is it. That is how you make a text animation in under 10 minutes for your Framer website. See you soon.